as you know, my name is Priyanka. I belong to Uttarakhand, but now I live in Gurugram, Haryana. After my marriage, I shifted here. And if I talk about my education qualifications, so I have done masters, qualified UGC NET exam. Now I'm preparing for an assistant professor job. Simultaneously, I run a YouTube channel where I'm uploading conversational videos, sometimes some solo videos. And I love interacting with people. That is why I've started that channel, and I'm enjoying my journey with talking to people, with talking to stranger. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I love reading books in English only, and I love connecting with people. I love spending time with nature, with my family. So yeah, this is more or less about.
Fantastic and crisp introduction. So I am Ritu Pathak Priyanka on this side and I'm connecting to you from Agra. So I'm an English teacher, mentor and communicator. So Priyanka, today I want to just pick one hot topic, and that is that we know that reading is very important. The
Yeah.
problem is that we buy a collection of books. We may maintain a library in our houses. The problem is that we don't end up reading all the books. Maybe because of different reasons. We buy a book, but we don't read it. Maybe because of the reason that we don't know basically what is the right strategy to read a book. So, just I want you to guide us and our viewers as well that if you buy a book, how would you make sure that you read it also?
Okay. Okay, so I consider myself as an avid reader. I read a lot of books. So I bought some books from job fair, from a book fair in Delhi. So yes, I also feel the same. Sometimes it is difficult to read all the books, but when we buy some books which are really interesting, which in books we have interest, then we can read those books easily. Yeah, otherwise we will feel uncomfortable. We feel, no, that book is not so much good. This is not my genre. So in this case, we feel little demotivated. So I always recommend people, if you are interested in self-help books, so buy self-help book. If you are interested into small stories, so buy small stories book. If you are interested into sci-fi books, so you should buy those books. But people don't know what their interest, and they buy a lot of books, uh, and at the end of the day, they start reading book, and they feel it is a difficult task for me. So I always recommend first, try to find out your genre, where you are lacking, where you want to learn. First, you should try to find out that thing, and then you can listen to audiobook. There are so many audiobooks available. I will always follow this. At first I listen to audiobooks there. If I find, yeah, I have to work upon my this skill, so I should buy some books related to this. So first I listen to audiobook, then I buy, because there are so many books available in the market, and YouTubers always recommend you few books. So there are so many YouTubers, so you get to know about so many books. So how can you read so many books? So I always feel, if the book is helping us in our daily life, helping us in our career, so we should prefer those books first, then we add some more books. So
Right.
yes, nowadays I am working upon my public speaking skills. So I bought a few books related to my public speaking, like TED Talk, and one more is how to improve communication and build confidence. So I bought this type of book, because these books will help me in my communication. So first they try to find out their need, their genre, and then they can buy it.
Fantastic. Fantastic share. And I hope that our audience will love to hear your views on that. What do I think, Priyanka? That I think that there are five basic rules
Mm.
why we can't read book. Once we buy the book, maybe because we haven't chosen the right book, as you have already pointed out. So, if we want to read the book, so before buying a book, I would suggest that we should choose the right book.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
And pick the book that matches your interest and level. And
Yeah.
we can start with graded readers. we can start buying children book because it is very comprehensible. The sentence structures are very easy and you can follow the vocabulary as well. So
Yeah.
first, I think that we have to choose the right book. It will help you a lot. Second, I think that once you have bought a book, you must read aloud and listen. When we do this short technique, if we follow this, then reading loudly helps pronunciation.
Right.
And listening will enable to you understand each and every word, whatever is written on it. So that is our point, that because we must know, we must understand whatever is written. That is why we have bought the book, to enhance our knowledge. Third, I think that whatever, if you are using an app or dictionary, whatever, use wisely. Or chat GPT or any AI tool we need for assisting ourselves. Now, what happens when we read the book? We feel a kind of monotonous. We feel monotony. We feel boredom because we don't know the meaning of that word. So I think that look up for unfamiliar words, but at the same time not too much. For every single word, don't consult a dictionary or any app. Try to figure out the meaning of the word regarding the context in which that word is used, right? And Priyanka, I think that fourth, we should, I do this all the time, take notes, whatever you find can be useful in your spoken communication skills, can enhance your level, and you summarize. By
Right.
summarizing what happened, jot down new words, new points, whatever thoughts you confront, and summarizing, I think, definitely helps with memory retention. By saying memory retention, you will use the word whenever you need in future, and you can understand the whole scenario. So I think these are four important points that we should follow, and that is the root cause of that people say we don't find reading very impressive, very fantastic, or very interesting. And last but not the least, I think we all should make reading a habit.
Yes. There is.
Nowadays we listen to audiobooks, that's okay. But in person, we are missing those books. We are missing that kind of, sweet smell of books. So we should buy books. We should make our habit to read a book. And you can set a daily reading goal. Even if it is for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, that okay. Because reading will definitely boost your confidence and
Yes.
help you to enhance your level to a certain limit. So, am I right if I have chosen these 5 points? I believe personally these are my 5 strategies to read a perfect book. Don't buy book because everybody is buying.
That I mentioned already. Like there are so many YouTubers, they are recommending you a lot of books. So if you are going to buy all the books, so you will collect like big amount of books, but you are not going to read whole books. So first you have to find out your interests book. Like if you are interested in any book, so you should buy that book first. You can watch review and buy wisely if you find, and then you can start reading. And one more thing I would like to add here: when we read out loud, so there's so many benefits of it. And we should try to read at least, like if we are beginner, so first we should try to read at least one page in a day out loud. Automatically we will add few more pages in our daily routine. So I always recommend first try to find out your level, that is your level.
Yeah.
A beginning to buy some storybook. If you are intermediate level, so then you can choose little advanced book. And if you want to be an advanced speaker, so you can buy some spiritual kind of books, and any book like which you feel, yeah, now I want to level up English, and these are native speaking, so you can buy that book.
Right. So, in a nutshell, you want to say that first of all, we have to choose the right book according to our interest and level. And
Yes.
then rest is the stories. And whatever you want to do with that book, you can do. But first, you choose the right book, because if you have chosen the right book, then definitely you will inculcate a kind of interest in that. And once you are interested in reading that book, you will be, you can make it a practice on the regular basis. So Priyanka, for that, before winding up this session, I would suggest four books that readers can buy as a beginner. If they are beginner, these books are not at all for intermediary or advanced level. These are only for beginners so that they can buy and enhance their level. So the first that I would recommend on this platform is The Little Prince. The Little Prince is a storybook which has very interesting, simple sentence structures and vocabulary. At the same time, it is very interactive and engaging. The second is, which is my personal favorite, Charlotte's Web. I don't know how many times have I read this story. So it's beautiful, it's engaging, very interesting, a lot of vocabulary, it's loaded with vocabulary. You can jot down the words of your choice and you can implement that in your communication skill. Whenever you want to speak, you can choose any word of your own choice and use. Then the third is The Cat in the Hat. These are all my favorite books, and I have these books whenever I find time. I read over and over again. And the last but not the least, The Giving Tree. Beautiful story. It is understandable, it is comprehensible, and it is very interesting. So you see, Priyanka, if we are a beginner, if any of our audience is a beginner, then they can choose any book out of these four and they can start reading when they are interested in reading, when they already inculcate the habit of reading slowly and gradually.
You made it very easy for them. Now they can choose any one of them and they can start reading. You made it very easy for them. Now
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you. Because these are my favorite books and I learn a lot from these four basic books. I have a lot of books, I know, but these four I have selected for my beginners because many a time people, they struggle finding the right book for them. Everybody is buying complex book. Everybody is buying fictional books, novels. So that is not their cup of tea. And it is no use, Priyanka, to just throw the book on the shelf and it is lying on the shelf like it's a lot of dust on it. So there is no use, I think. It's not a wise decision to buy such books. So yeah, that's it. All about the session. I hope that we have discussed a very important topic in this session. And Priyanka, I loved this session, every bit of it from the first to the finish. I love this session a lot.
Enjoyed. Same here. I also enjoyed the session with you, and I would say, yeah, this is very helpful for beginner, like who want to read, who want to inculcate this habit. They can start reading. They can choose any one book, and they can start reading out loud, and it would be great, great thing in their English learning journey. They can improve their communication skills easily. So.
Right. So have a nice day, Priyanka, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you over again a very important topic. And soon we will be connecting.
Yeah.
So bye bye, Priyanka. Take care. Bye bye.